fans of the Batman who have recently been keeping up with the news on Penguin might have overlooked this news because it kind of slid under the radar. But we know the exact date that production on Batman 2 is starting and what the film is classified as, so let's get to it. So Batman 2 will officially start production. The camera will start rolling on November 23rd of this year. Now, the going theory was that they would finish Penguin, take a small break, and then start production on the sequel. And that looks to be the exact scenario that we're seeing here. On top of this, we got a quick description of what this film is going to be about. And it is simply described as a epic crime saga. So there you go. They're not straying too far away from what I think the first film did and made it work, which is crime, a crime saga, more detective work. That's the first real Batman film that actually focused on that aspect and did it well. So it's not surprising that they're going to do the same thing. They're also looking to produce it in one of the locations where they did large parts of the first film, so that's good. This came at us from Production Weekly, which again, I think is important because they want to keep that same exact vibe and everything. And when you go to a location and studio lots that you know, and you already know how the people and crews and set designs and everything works there, it's a lot easier to get back into the groove of things. So good news all around in regards to the Batman 2. Now, the big thing here is, if you're paying attention, this is a lot of time to be able to shoot this film, do reshoots, and a lot of post-production. Like, we're talking way over a typical comic book time in post-production and even with the shooting. Now, the first film had the unfortunate extended amount of time on it because of the pandemic, shutdowns, and all that. This film doesn't have that going against it, but they're still taking as much time, which tells me that they want to make sure that this film isn't rushed out the door and they're really going to take their time on it, which again, I think is a really good idea. Having almost 2 years to produce this and get it out the door is genius in my opinion, and hopefully it means the quality will be as good, if not better, than the first, which, I mean, that's a tall order to try to beat the first one, but we'll see.